Hi, I'm Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. We're back with these vegetables. We've been soaking them with a little bit of salt, just kind of weeping the moisture out of them. And it's nice because it takes a lot of that excess moisture out of these. And we're going to dab them off to make sure we get all that excess salt away. So, we've got them all done here. We've reduced the moisture probably by 10-15%. Put them all into a bowl. We're going to add just a little bit of flour to this. Again, we want to absorb some of that moisture. We don't want a soggy dish. Okay. Now, we sweated our onions, and sweating is a little bit different than sautéing. You're trying to not get color when you're sweating the onions. And we put this, I put a little lid on there. We did it nice and slow, get them nice and sweet. This is about what we're looking for. The time is going to vary depending on your pan and how hot you've done it, and actually on your onions and how you've sliced them. So we spread these into the bottom of a casserole pan. Honestly, you can't use too many onions. One of my favorite vegetables. Nice and sweet. When you cook them slow, they end up being much sweeter. Okay, we've spread these in the bottom of the dish. A thin layer, a thick layer, whatever you like. And we're going to come back with these vegetables and we're going to shingle them in this pan. Kind of an attractive pattern, colorful. This is going to look fabulous when we get done. Okay, we've shingled them all in the pan, kind of attractively here. You can do them as thick as you like. You can actually even do this in 2 layers and put a little Parmesan cheese and lemon zest in between them. So we've got that all in there. I've got some of these fried peppers, optional. You could just use a little bell pepper, and honestly, you could use bell pepper as one of your vegetables in here as well. Just adding for a little bit extra flavor boost, these fried peppers. We're going to give this a little bit of drizzle of olive oil. Just, there we go, a little bit slower here. Just enough to get the moisture it needs to cook and to kind of saute inside there as it goes. Alrighty. It's going to get topped with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, or a lot of Parmesan cheese. Or you could skip it altogether if you'd like. And then we've got some breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, and we put a little Parmesan in here as well, and a little bit of Italian herb, and if you wanted to put some garlic in, you could. And I've added just a little bit of olive oil just to moisten it a little bit. And that olive oil is going to help it to brown when it cooks in the oven here. So, you know what? You can't do too much. I'm going to go ahead and just put it all on top here. Now, this is going to go into the oven and roast. The time it's going to take depends on your oven, it depends on the pan, it depends on how thick you've made it. I'm going to say this is going to take about 40 minutes. All right, let's get our pan heated up for our lamb chops. We've got some nice loin lamb chops, or you could use rib lamb chops. And you can have the butcher cut a little pocket into them. Basically, you're cutting in there, you're cutting it big on the inside and kind of small on the outside. Get that opened up, just big enough for your finger. So we're going to take this blue cheese, I've got Maytag blue cheese, and we're going to roll it in breadcrumbs. Putting in the breadcrumbs here helps hold the cheese in there. It doesn't just melt and all push out. I'm going to shove it in there. Don't have to be fancy about it. Get it nice and filled up. I want a little bit more. More breadcrumb, stick it in there, and we're going to try to close it up around the outside. I'm going to use my Euro crust. It's available at Tony's, but you could just use salt, pepper, you could use garlic, herbs, whatever you like. You could marinate it in an Italian dressing. That would be really nice too. Whatever flavoring you like here. So we get it rolled in there real nice. Now, these would be great on the grill, or we can do them in our grill pan here. And I'll just brown them in the grill pan. Get them browned on one side, turn them over, and then put them in the oven and finish it off. It would be great because the Tian's already in there. Okay, our lamb chops and our Tian are done, and done perfectly. We're going to go ahead and finish this up with a little wine sauce. Just going to warm this one up. And we're about ready to plate. Let's start with this Tian. Nice big scoop of this. Oh, I hope you're hungry. Oh yeah, a little bit more. Add a couple of lamb chops to this with the blue cheese. Just a little bit of a garnish. And then we're going to finish this with our wine sauce. Just a little drizzle here. Now the wine sauce would be great. Another great thing you could use is chutney or one of these Primo berry sauces, spicy berry sauce if you like. Now, all these recipes are available at digincolorado.com. Let's dig in.